Miss Brown here with my cat Pippin. Today we are so excited to create with you. Pippin didn't help in the drawing process, but he was supervising, if you will. So let's get started! Yay! Bye, Pippin! What we're doing today is we are going to be making a contour line drawing. A contour line drawing is a drawing where you're just focusing on the shapes, the basic shapes of your drawing, or the things you're going to draw, and you're not worrying so much about the little tiny details inside. I know Miss Brown's always like, draw details, but not today. We're just going to focus on those details. Ugh, I meant we're just focusing on the outside shapes, not the details. So what I want you to do in order to make this is I want you to first get a paper and pencils. There's some other drawing stuff that we'll get later. And I want you to find a couple of objects so you can set in front of you for your still life. Ooh, fun, fancy art word. Now, you're going to arrange them in a really cool and interesting way. What you'll see is Miss Brown chose a plant, an orange, and a bunch of bananas. Now, some of those can be a little tricky, like the plant and the bananas might be tricky shapes. So if you want to choose something that's a little bit simpler, that's okay. That's just fine. Like a coffee cup or a paintbrush or something like that. Something that, has a simple enough shape where if you're just starting out, it won't be too crazy. So let's take a look. Okay, like I said, you'll see that Miss Brown chose the plant, the bananas, and the orange. What you'll see is that it looks like Miss Brown is drawing really fast. That's because I had to speed up the video quite a bit. So it wouldn't be 20 minutes long. But you can see the still life from my point of view looking up right about there. And so what I'm doing is I'm just focusing on the edges. I'm not like worrying about the little like bruises on the banana or anything like that. So when I'm done, I'm going to add some color. Okay, first thing I'm going to outline. I want to outline first because I want to be able to see my super awesome contour line drawing that I made. And you can use you can just press harder on your pencil if you want. Or you can use a Sharpie like me or a felt tip if you have one. If not, like I said, just press harder on your pencil. And so once you are done with that, you're going to choose what materials you're going to want to color with. All right, color materials up next. First, I chose chalk pastels. I'm choosing a darker and then lighter colors for my orange, so it kind of looks like it has a nice shading effect to it. When I blend in those colors, I want to start from the light and then go out towards the darker. I never want to go back and forth because then it gets all messed up. Then I thought I'd switch it up and I'd do a oil pastel. To blend with an oil pastel, what you're going to do is press lighter and lighter on that oil pastel and then grab another color and go over it. Same thing. Press hard and then go lighter, lighter, lighter as you're going across. I really like oil pastels because I think the colors are really bright, but you can't really blend them very well, so that's why sometimes I choose chalk pastels. But I thought for the bananas, I'd bring in some good old colored pencils. Now again, it looks like Ms. Brown is coloring really fast because I had to speed it up quite a bit. So my bananas weren't quite ripe yet. So that's why I'm choosing green. Still have some green on those bananas. So I have to wait a little bit before I can eat those bananas. So um, I think out of all three, I would choose the chalk pastels just because I like them and they're really smudgy. But I know not everybody has them, so that's why it's okay to color in with colored pencils or even crayons. Now I thought I'd add a background, so I'm gonna make like the table first. I also chose chalk pastels because I like to smudge them. Now your background, it can be as realistic as you want. Like me, I have the table, or as abstract as you want, meaning you can just add like fun colors behind it. All right, now I just take it and I smudge in those. Oh, but my hands get so dirty. So then I'm going to add some blue kind of around it. Again, more like the wall color that's behind it. So I was going more realistic with it. And voila, we are all done. It looks great. That is my contour line drawing. But if you want an extra challenge, what you can do is you can try a blind contour. So a blind contour drawing is when you can't see the paper you're actually working on. So that's why it's more challenging than a regular contour drawing. So a lot of my art troupe kids may have done this before, but what you're going to do is you're going to take your paper and you're going to put it under your table. What I usually do is find like a book or something hard to set on my lap. And then I can use my pencil under the table. I do it like this so I don't cheat. In the video, I couldn't really do that with and film it at the same time. So I just set the still life to one side of me and then the paper to the other side. So I really had to turn my head and not cheat because it's so hard. The other trick is that you want to put your pencil down and never really pick it up because when you set it back down, you might not know where it is on the paper. So let's go ahead and take a look at the contour and see how Ms. Brown did. See, I'm not picking up my pencil at all. I'm trying to follow the edges of the objects with my eye and try to connect that to what my pencil is doing. The bananas look a little weird, but I think I did pretty good. So again, if you want an extra challenge, you can do that. If not, that's fine. Don't worry about it. You're great. Before I go, I saw this really cool thing that young people are doing in New York, where in New York City especially, they're on like faux lockdown, so they can't like they can only leave their homes like for really special reasons, like to go to the grocery store or if they get sick or whatever. So they're all kind of stuck inside. And so I saw this article that all these young people are making rainbows and putting them in their windows. And I thought, what a fun idea for us. So, challenge is I want you to draw a rainbow and put a really cool message on it. And then I want you to go tape it to your window so when people pass by your window, they feel inspired. All right, everybody. This was our first art time with Miss Brown. I guess Pippa didn't want to come back and sit on my lap for the send-off, but just know that I miss you all very much. I can't wait to create art in the art room with you again. If you want to post your finished contour drawings below in the comments, then maybe Miss Brown will tell you how you did. So we will see you next week, and we'll see you later. Bye.